What's up, College Station? I'm Grace Hollowell, and today I'm joined with Caroline Osk, our Solid Waste Division Manager. Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Grace. How are you?
I am doing well. It's hard to believe that it is already towards the end of summer and move-in time is happening for our student population. They are coming back. We're excited to have them. But with that, it also brings a lot more trash that we are here to talk about today.
Yes. So we're seeing all about 75,000 students move around. I've got new neighbors. We're excited to meet them. But yes, it does increase the workload for our staff, and we're working as fast as we can to make sure that we give the best service that we can.
So what are a few things to keep in mind when you are moving to College Station, when you have a bulk amount of trash, bags of trash, big items, furniture? What are the top tips to keep in mind?
Sure. So some of the do's and don'ts. So if you live in a single family home, which is what you would probably consider like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, one unit in a single dwelling, what we're looking at is we're probably seeing quite a few containers out a little bit late. So just to give everyone an idea, we do start right at 8 o'clock. We start route. So please make sure that you got your containers out maybe the night before or early in the morning before you leave for school or work, just so that we don't miss you. We try and be as efficient as possible so we can make it through the route. Our guys usually service about 1,300 homes per day per route, so we got to be real quick on what we can handle. Some of the other things that we're seeing is while we've got move in, move out going on, we're seeing a lot of bulk items in the actual garbage carts. Please make sure that you have a designated bulk and brush day. We do that on a weekly basis for single family homes. So any of those bulk items, any of those larger boxes that would kind of take over the capacity that you have in that can, make sure you're putting it on the curb. We're happy to come get it just as long as it's not haz waste. Some of the other items that we're seeing for the other types of service, so bulk and brush that we were talking about, for bulk, make sure that you're not putting out any type of hazardous waste. No paint cans, no fluorescent bulbs, no tires, anything.
Refrigerator.
Yes, refrigerators. We're happy to take fridges just as long as they don't have the Freon unit inside of them. You're more than welcome to have an HVAC tech or someone come out and take those Freon units out. You can take them directly to the landfill. There is a charge for those Freon units at the landfill, but you're more than welcome to haul if you like. Use your utility bill and your driver's license, and you'll be able to throw the actual fridge compartment away for free. And then, of course, the Freon unit has a cost to it. Besides that, make sure you're looking at placement. Placement is a big deal for us. We've talked a lot about this. I think you've been here. You've talked with me about placement in the last 2 to 3 years. Doesn't matter if it's your cart, if it's a brush pile or a bulk pile, just make sure it's free and clear from any type of stationary object. I don't think you would be appreciative if I knocked down your mailbox on accident.
No.
So, no mailboxes. Be at least 4 feet from any type of stationary vehicles, anything like that, so we have a little bit more of safety clearance. The big one that we're seeing a lot lately, of course, we experienced Hurricane Beryl. That was very interesting for us. Lots of wind, lots of vegetative debris that we're handling the last couple weeks and into this week. What we would like to see is make sure wherever you're placing your brush piles and your bulk piles, don't place them on top of any fire hydrants, gas meters, communication boxes. We can't see what's underneath them. There's no GIS in the trucks, so we won't know that we are going to potentially damage something. So just be aware. Just make sure that it's free and clear of those items.
And a big component of that is because our trucks are fully automated, so it's not a person tossing stuff into the truck, correct?
You are correct. So for the residential automated vehicles, they have these giant yellow gripper arms on the right-hand side. So our operators do not get out of the truck. Like I mentioned, we got to service 1,300 homes per day. So there's no way that we can get out and move your container 3 to 4 feet away from a mailbox or a parked car at every single stop if we don't have our residents try and help us out. But yes, that gripper arm needs that clearance, and it is a very quick movement. It's got a lot of force to it. It'd break your leg if you were near it. So watch from a distance, but don't get too close. And we'll grab that container, we'll dump it in the truck, and we'll keep moving on. So yes.
So what about our residents who are moving into an apartment complex? What are some tips for them?
All right, so for our apartment complexes, and I know there's a lot of movement, moving out and moving in all at the same time. Same thing with placement. Please, please, please try really hard not to place any type of bulk items or extra bags of waste or anything like that in front of the dumpsters or the containers that are assigned to that, those communal containers assigned to that apartment complex. What that does is it blocks the container. The forks on different style of collection truck called a front end loader can't get to the container, and at that point what's happening is we have to pass them by. Occasionally we'll get a return call, but there are return fees that the management has to pay. So if you want us to be able to service you on time, please just bear with us, move everything away from the enclosure and those containers, and we'll get to you as quick as possible. In terms of management for bulk and brush, for apartment complexes, we do not provide bulk and brush services automatically. It's not like your single family homes. So we are one of the providers. Mind you, we're first come, first serve. So if you needed a one-time pickup, we're happy to do that. We've got a lot of work orders in right now. So like I said, be patient with us, bear with us. If you have an immediate need, you're more than welcome to use any of the franchised haulers listed on our webpage. Grab a roll-off box. A lot of the franchise haulers have different sizes. They're happy to provide them for management, and they'll be able to get those bulk items out there. So we're not the only one that can haul bulk, and I think that's been a little bit of maybe a misconception that it's only us that provides that type of service. So please utilize them. I think there's 16 or 17 on our webpage. Give them a call. We'll happy to help them out.
Yes, and I know for me, where I moved from, you had to schedule a bulk pickup if you were a resident in a residential area, and not just have a designated day. So that is new. So I highly encourage you guys to get informed by going to the website. And we have a very helpful solid waste guide that talks about what you can throw away and what you shouldn't throw away.
Yes, and I've worked extensively with you guys on the production of the solid waste guide and making sure that it's readable and easy to understand information, and you're absolutely correct. So we're a little bit of an anomaly compared to other municipalities. So for your residential services, you've got your garbage cart and bulk and brush that are on a weekly basis. Make sure those piles are out the night before or the morning of, just so that you're being a good neighbor and you're not leaving stuff out for 7 days before we come back. But yeah, you're absolutely correct. We're happy to provide that service for you, and we'll get you on a weekly basis, whatever you guys need.
Okay, and another helpful tool in addition to the guide is the Curbside app, which is, when I lived in College Station, was very, very, very helpful to get a reminder of, hey, it's your trash day, or any interruptions to it, maybe it be a holiday or something like that. Right. Where can people download the app?
Sure. So we have it available for both Apple products as well as Android products, and it is free. The city covers the cost for the app, and they can go to the Play Store or the Apple Store, and it is called College Station Curbside. It's a little maroon garbage truck, looks exactly like all of our garbage trucks. And yeah, just download the app, and what you'll do is you'll type in your specific address, and you'll have all 3 of your collections populate for you. You'll also be able to see some of the special events coming up, like in October and April every year. The landfill, Bevisma, and Twin Oaks host the Household Hazardous Waste event for everyone, for our residences. And then some of the other items that you'll see, like you mentioned, is you'll see campaigns at the top. So a campaign is basically where we type out in just reminders, friendly reminders. You mentioned if we had any type of delays in collection or holidays, we'll put that on there, and it'll also have reminders. And if there's something that you're really interested in, so for example, you can set your own reminders based on what you would like to see. So for example, for me, recycling in our residential area is every other week. Sometimes I forgot what week it is.
Right.
Perfect. That's all good. You can click on recycling on the reminders and tell you the day before at 7 p.m. to remind me via like a push notification, phone call, text message, whatever you want. It'll send it to you to remind you that it's recycling day the next day. So I love this app. It is a great tool.
Yes, it is very, very helpful. And I know we've talked about our website, but I don't think we mentioned the actual URL. So where can people find out more?
You can go to cstx.gov/recycle. It'll have everything for solid waste and recycling in it. You'll have a carousel at the top that kind of rotates pictures. Most of those pictures, you can actually click on them, which includes the solid waste guide. It includes some move-in and move-out procedures for apartment complexes for both residents and the management of those complexes. There's some information on pool chemicals and some disposal up there. If there's something in there that maybe you have questions on or it's not outright visible, we're kind of having a hard time finding it, give us a call. We're happy to help you. We've got staff, from 8 to 5, and we'll generally respond to all your PubWorks emails, whatever you need. We're happy to help you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today, Caroline.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And that's what's up.